This is Elizabeth Sweet, and you are watching Don't Burn the House Down Kids Edition! Yay!
Today I am making fresh egg pasta, salad and veg sticks, and for dessert I am making a caramel swirl ice cream with an apple topping.
My favorite ingredients in those are salt, yeast, flour, sugar, oil, and water. Making a fresh egg pasta. Ingredients are eggs, flour, and semolina flour.
Non più tra i farfalloni amoroso, notte e giorno di torno girando, delle belle turbando al riposo, Narcisetto a dolcino d'amor. Delle belle turbando al riposo, Narcisetto a dolcino d'amor. Non più avrai questi bei panacchini, quel cappello leggero galante, quella chioma, quell'aria brillante, quel vermiglio d'onesco color, quel vermiglio d'onesco color. Non più avrai quei pennacchini, quel cappello, quella chioma, quell'aria brillante. Non più avrai farfalloni amoroso, notte e giorno di torno girando, delle belle turbando al riposo, Narcisetto a dolcino d'amor. Delle belle turbando al riposo, Narcisetto a dolcino d'amor.
Beautiful.
Grande stacchi stretto sacco, schioppo in spalla, sciabla a fianco,
Firepower!
uso franco, un gran casco, un gran turbante, molto onor, poco cantante, poco cantante, poco cantante. Soltanto una marcia per il fango, per montagne, per valloni, con le nevi e salioni, al concerto di tromboni, di bombarde e di cannoni, che le porre tutti i tuoni all'orecchio fan fischiar. Non più avrai quei pennacchini, non più avrai quel cappello, non più avrai quella chioma, non più avrai quell'aria brillante. Non più avrai farfalloni amoroso, notte e giorno di torno girando, delle belle turbando al riposo, Narcisetto a dolcino d'amor. Delle belle turbando al riposo, Narcisetto a dolcino d'amor. Cherubino alla vittoria, alla gloria militar, cherubino alla vittoria, alla gloria militar, alla gloria militar, alla gloria militar.
I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me?
Hey Elizabeth, there's something behind you.
There it is. I don't see anything. Do you? Hi, I'm Elizabeth and thanks for watching my video. I'm going to go over safety for kitchen. One of the most important parts of cooking is being sure you have good hygiene and safety in the kitchen. One of the most important parts is washing your hands, being sure when you're cooking, your hands are nice and clean. Another part is being safe with knives. There are lots of different kinds of knives you might be using. We have multiple kinds. This would be good for making waffle fries, and it's one of our favorite knives to use for them. This is a paring knife. It works very well for making small cuts and stuff. This is technically a bagel knife, but I really enjoy it for cutting tomatoes because it cuts through the skin really easily. These are both chef knives, and this is also easier for having control over a knife and making smaller movements. And this is still a chef knife, but it's easier to pick stuff up with and transfer it from a cutting board to a pot or a bowl or wherever you're moving your food to. This is a knife sharpener or a steel. It's quite simple. Use it to sharpen knives. These two are both meat knives. They both have longer blades, which make it easier to cut the meat. This one has little divots, which makes it easier to get a clean cut. This is a basically meat jabber thing to hold meat still, so that it's not moving when you're cutting, so it's easier to stay safe. And this knife is for chopping, and it also works to pick up food and move it place to place after you chop it. And then this is a bigger knife, which it's used for cutting through bones. Like if you're cutting a chicken and need to chop through bones. And so those are the knives. Another tool you often use in the kitchen is a mixer. Mixers can be really dangerous if you do not properly know how to use them, and also if you don't have an adult supervision. So adult supervision is also important when cooking. There are 3 things we use for using the mixer. We use a bread hook, a whisk, and a paddle. And using a larger stand mixer is a lot easier than these. Both of them work fine for mixing stuff, but this is better because it's stronger and stands and works better for like mixing bread or like thicker stuff. So that's another thing we use. This is our blender. It's pretty safe as long as you know how to properly clean it, because cleaning it is probably the most dangerous part because it has a really sharp blade. And the difference between these two is one makes it basically into soup and one mixes it. So if you want to make a soup, this works better. This is better for making cookies and cakes and yummy stuff. Oh, speaking of sweets, this is an ice cream maker, and I really love it because it makes ice cream, and I love ice cream. And it just makes making ice cream easier because you don't have to use a crank to make it and spin it. So you just plug it in after making the ice cream on a stove and makes it, and then you freeze it and you have ice cream. This is our pasta maker. It's pretty simple. You put pasta through here, then cut it through here. You could use a rolling pin and a knife, but this just makes it faster and easier than having to roll out and cutting it. So that's the safety of our kitchen. It's also really important to have adult supervision when you're in the kitchen so that you don't get hurt, because adults are more experienced. I have been cooking since I was younger, so I've gotten quite experienced. I still have parents. I had 2 adults videoing and filming me, and I had 3 adults in the kitchen the entire time I was doing this. So I did have adult supervision, but they were behind the cameras.